So some other tips and tricks to help you with square roots for your homework today. First of all, negatives. Okay. Let's think about this for a second. If we have negative square root of 16, all that means is to take the square root of 16 and put a negative in front of it. It just means the negative square root of 16. Okay? That is when the negative is outside the radical. All right? It just means the negative root. The problem is when we have a negative inside the parentheses, or I'm sorry, inside the radical sign. Okay, this is a problem because if you think back to your integer rules, anytime you have a negative number times a negative number, it becomes positive. Okay, so there is no way to take the square root of 16, of negative 16. There is no number that you can multiply times itself to get negative 16. It just won't work. And so you can't do this. All right. There's a whole thing with imaginary numbers that you'll learn in algebra 2. But for right now, basically, we're saying they don't have square roots in our number system. All right. They, again, imaginary numbers, yes, but we're talking about within our number system. So on your homework tonight, whenever you see a radical sign with a negative underneath it, all right, negative 400 is not negative 20 because negative 20 times negative 20 would be positive 400. So you're just going to cross it out, okay, on your homework tonight. Is that it? Oh, I was going to also teach you that if you have the square root of a number such as 36, I don't know, 100, okay, if you see there's a perfect square right here, right? So the answer to this is going to be the perfect square of the 36 and then half the number of zeros. So there are 2 zeros here, okay? My answer is going to have half the number of zeros, so it's going to have 1 0 in it. So my answer is 60. All right, and that works every time. Let's see, what if we had, oh, I don't know, let's do, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to pick one that's not on your homework. This, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what is the square root of 250,000? Looks enormous, big and scary. But if you see, square root of 25 is 5. I can knock out half the zeros and then just add my remaining zeros here. And the square root of 250,000 is 500. Okay, so those are some tips for you to use on your homework tonight. Take your time. Remember to cross out those ones that have negatives underneath. Use a calculator if you're really stuck, but I'd like to see you trying to cross out zeros, trying to change fractions into, breaking them down into this, something like this, like we practiced last night. Okay, so do your best, and I'll see you on the other side.